Good morning. Do you have a thief within your company? Um, I'm sure if I'm sure if you caught one of your employees with your chop saw or your nailer or compressor or ladder or whatever it is in his garage, or if he quit and you saw all this stuff in his garage, you'd be pretty upset. You'd call the police, you'd have him arrested, and you would deal with that. You would not allow someone to even take a box of screws or nails home. That is just unacceptable, right? I was just talking to a roofing business owner who we've had a similar conversation with, and I was surprised by his demeanor or his lack of interest in the conversation. Because when I said, you have a lot of profit leaks within your company, um, he wasn't really interested. And I'm wondering, did I not get the message across? Maybe it's my delivery. Maybe we were talking a different language. And sorry about the lighting. Hotel rooms are always very dark. So anyways, we were having this conversation on Zoom, and either he didn't want to show his concern or whatever it was, I didn't feel he was concerned. So let me start from the beginning. Here's what I'm talking about. Yes, someone may be stealing your material or tools or whatever it is, but that's a different conversation. That's not today's conversation. The conversation that we're talking about today is the your markup. Most builders do, let's say, a 30%, 50% markup on their costs. And at the end of the year, that 30% somehow becomes 2 or 5%. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So let's go a little bit slower. Let's say you did 200 jobs last year. You did 200 roofs last year. Your average markup was 20%, 40%, whatever that number is. You have a standard markup, right? So that 200% or that markup, find out what the dollar figure is. 30% of, is it $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 roof? What is 30% of that? Figure out what that is, exact dollars and cents. If you don't know what it is, if you don't know what your average job is, and you should know, but if you don't, stop the video here, call your bookkeeper, your accountant, find out how many jobs you did last year, what was the average markup that you did. You probably know that already. It's probably 30%, 40%, whatever it was. Turn that into a number. If it's 30% of $10,000, that's $3,000. So if your markup was $3,000 and you did 100 or 200 jobs last year, that's pretty easy to calculate. It was, $300,000, $600,000 that you were supposed to make on profit, right? So if you're supposed to make $600,000 on top of your salary, because your salary is different from your profit, right? So if you're supposed to make $600,000 last year plus your salary, then why did you end up with 5, 10, or 20% net profit? If you did 3 million, 2 million, 1 million last year, why did that all of a sudden change, right? It's not a trick question, because if, again, when you call your accountant, also verify how much money went through your bank account. If you did $3 million in sales, then probably $3 million went through your business account, right? If you did $1 million in sales, then $1 million went through your bank account. So what I'm trying to figure out, or what you're trying to figure out, is if you did 3 million or 1 million in sales, right? And you projected to do 30% net profit, and you only ended up with, I don't know, 2% or 5% net profit, where did the rest of the money go? Okay, because it went through your bank account. If you're not sure, then check your account balance. Figure out how much money went through your bank account last year. Now, I understand that most companies never, sorry about the lighting. The sun just came out. I understand that most companies don't do budgeted to actual. You budgeted to do this job for, 500 man hours. It doesn't matter if someone was sick, someone didn't show up, you budgeted 500 man hours to do the job. You did it in 550 or 600 man hours, so that's a problem. That's called a profit leak, right? So you need to figure out where your money's going. Either it's someone stealing from you, which probably is not the case, or you have inefficiencies with your company. If you expected one job to take X number of hours to be done and it wasn't done, why wasn't it done? Is it because you have incompetent people? Is it because you can't find quality trades? What is happening? If you budgeted something to be done and it's not done, either your estimate is off or someone or something is stealing from you. So you need to figure that out. If you expected to make $600,000 last year and you only made $100,000, there's a big problem there in terms of efficiencies or in terms of how you're controlling your company. Do you see the issue that I'm trying to get at? Most companies, hire bookkeepers, hire accountants, yet they don't expect these people to do their work, right? You hire the bookkeeper to manage your finances, right? You hire the tax accountant to minimize your tax burden. So should we hold these people accountable? You're trying to hold your people accountable on the job site. Why aren't we holding the bookkeepers, accountants, and tax lawyers to deliver results? I would love to hear your questions, comments below, and let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon. Take care.